Welcome to Taxonomy Online Mathematics, episode 4 of word problem under simultaneous equation. We have if the price of a book is reduced by 5 Ghana cedis, a person is able to buy 5 more of the books and pay what? 300 Ghana cedis. So we have to find the cost of the original book or the price of the book. So in this case, for us to be able to generate equation from it, we have to find out what are the unknown quantities that we are looking for. We need to know the price of a book. So if the price is reduced, it means we need to know what is the price. Then you'll be able to buy a book, meaning number of books. So these are the two quantities, the price of the book and the number of books. So if I'm going to pay 300 Ghana cedis, it means that I need to know what is the price per a book and how many of the books am I buying. That is the unknown quantity. So if we can represent those two quantities by a variable, as in, so that's the first quantity, then these are, we can also use the first letter of the quantities, that is price, mean P, then number being what? N, to represent them. Now, they said before the price was increased or reduced, as the word said, before the price was reduced, it means we also know that that number, which is the price times a particular number, which is the number of books we are referring to, will have to give us what? The 300 Ghana cedis. As in, if I want to reduce, let's say, if the X is the price, if I reduce this price by 5, then I should be able to buy 5 extra books. You know the books are what? Y. This Y can stand for 10. Meaning, if the price is what? 2 cedis, I am buying 10 books, 20 books. Now, if I'm able to reduce the price, it means the number of books will increase. So if we are going to increase that by what? 5. Then I'll be able to pay what? 300 Ghana cedis. A cost of a book, number of book. How do we marry that to get 300 Ghana cedis? Can we add to get 300 Ghana cedis? No. It means that if a pencil is 2 cedis and I am buying 5 of them, how much will I be paying? Meaning I cannot add these two. I will be multiplying the number of the price times what? The copy. The price times the copy to give me what? 10 Ghana cedis. So in this case, the price of the book, then the copy of books will also give me what? 300 Ghana cedis before I will increase the same money. If the price is not decreased, I will still be paying what? 300 Ghana cedis with only Y copies. Meaning I will not get any extra books. I will just go to the store, pay the price X, take the number of book Y, and pay 300 cedis and go. That's the first instance. So per that, we are going to have our equations to be the price times number of copies should be able to give me what? 300 Ghana cedis as my first equation. The price of the book times the copy, pay 300 and go. Now that they have reduced the price is reduced. Let's just say it was 2 cedis, it is reduced by 5. Let me use the word 10 so that we can get a positive number. If the price was 10 and it is reduced, it means I'll be having 5 left here, right? And if the price is reduced, it means the number of books will increase from 5 with another 5 again, so plus 5. Meaning I'll be having 5, if this is 10 and this is 5, 5 times what? 5 plus 5 is what? 10. You still see that I will still have to multiply to get the 300 Ghana cedis, because that is what I have in my pocket. There will be no increase in price, but just the alteration of number of books and cost. So for the second one, X minus 5 as a reduction in price, which you still multiply by the increments of what? Books. And that will still give me my 300 Ghana cedis as my equation 2. So these two equations can now be solved simultaneously. In one of our previous episode, we learned that if we have a product of the variables in one equation before the addition or product, we are going to generate a quadratic equation, and we can only use substitution method in order to arrive at our answer. So this is equation 1. Equation 2, the best way to solve this is to make one of the variable the subject in one of the equations, and I would prefer to use the multiplication aspect. So make y the subject of what? Equation 1. Y the subject. So that is going to mean I'll divide through by what? X. Meaning my y is going to be 300 over what? X. That will have given us a new equation as equation 3. Because this is algebraic expression involving what? Equal sign. So this is the second equation. So now I have altered the first. So this will be put into the second. I can slot in this exactly into this directly, or I can also try to expand this before. I can expand this, if I like, from equation 2 using FOIL method. X will multiply y to give me xy, x times 5. That will be plus 5x. Then the inside will be minus 5 times this, minus 5y, minus 5 times 5. It will be minus 25 equals to 300. So after expansion, I don't have any common factor. I can send this one there anyway. But from here I can see that y is still inside. So put y equals to 300 over what? X into the equation, the above equation. So whenever I see y, I put in this, meaning x multiplying 300 over x plus 5x, since x is not changed, minus 5y, which is still 300 over x minus 25 equals to 300. Alright, so in this case, we can see that we can open our bracket. So x will multiply 300 divided by x, it will cancel. So I'll be left with only 300 plus 5x, since there is no multiplication here, minus this will multiply the top, 1500, still on x, minus 25 equals to 300. This is 300. I'm seeing x, 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 so I can easily group items. I'm seeing constant, constant, so I'll group items. Don't forget this is at the left, this is at the right. So if this move there, it will cancel. So 300 will cancel 300. I'll only be left with 5x minus 1500 over x. Sending this as grouping of items give me 25. So if I have this, this is still now a linear equation involving a fraction. So what should I do? I clear the fraction by using the LCM of the denominators. In this case, the denominator is going to be x. So multiply through by what? X. So per the multiplication, I'll be having x times this will be 5x squared minus x times this, let's make it 1500x over x equals to 25 times x is what? 25x, multiplication through. So this x will cancel. 5x squared equals to 25 what? X. Our variables still appear in two places by the power of 1, power of 2. That means a quadratic equation. So I'll arrange this to be 5x squared minus 25x. This is already here as 1500 what? x. This 1500, this is moving to this side, so I'm left with only what? 0. Don't forget, it will be easier for me to see whether there is a common factor to cancel, and that will be 5. So this reduced to x squared minus 5x minus, I think 5 here will be 300 equals what? 0. So our task, your task, is to find factors of negative 300 when add to give us what? 5 as a negative. So I think that will be 15 times what? 20. 15 times 20. Since they are all negative, the bigger number take what? The negative sign. So that means x squared minus 20x plus 15x minus 300 equals what? 0. So we are going to employ grouping method, meaning group the first two, then the last two. That should be done in the next step. So x squared plus 15x minus what? 300x equals 0. Now find the common factors. X. So I take x out. This divided by x will give you x. If you divide this by x, you are left with what? 20. Common factor, I believe, is 15. 15x divided by 15 will give you what? X. 300 divided by 15 will give you 20 equals to 0. Common factor. So take your common factor, x minus 20, multiply by your external factors, which will be x plus what? 15 still equals 0. This simply means that one of the bracket is 0 or vice versa. So we are going to have x minus 20 equals 0 or x plus 15 equal what? 0. That simply means x is going to be 20 in this case or what? Minus 15 in this case. What are we asked to find? We are asked to find the cost of the book, the original cost of the book, where in this case x is representing the cost, the price of a book, which cannot be negative number. We only have to take the positive. We are not looking for a number of books. It's to find the original cost, and the original cost is going to be what? 20. So the original cost of the book is going to be what? 20 Ghana cedis. I believe you followed. This is one of the easiest ways to find this, is try to identify the unknown quantities. Then generate your mathematical statement which will lead you into the equations. Then voila, you are there. If you are new, consider subscribing. Like the video by clicking on the thumbs up button. Share with your learning colleagues and leave a comment for us to get interactive. I know we are learning together, so show that we are into this together. See you in the next episode as we take different aspects of word problem in simultaneous equation.